Greetings to you this morning. As I was just sitting here, kind of just reflecting. Sometimes when you get in a quiet place, you're able to hear, and you can get in a place where you're able to just reflect on some things. So as I was sitting here and just throughout the week, different phone calls, different texts, different people reaching out. And there's sometimes so many people going through different situations and different circumstances. But have you ever thought, when you're in the midst and the busyness of life and everything that you have going on, have you ever just thought when someone comes to your mind to make sure that you reach out to them, even if you can't spend a lot of time with them, give them an encouraging word, something to strengthen them, or if you're hearing from the Lord, you're led to pray for them, or sometimes just text, send them a heart. I'm thinking of you today. I love you today. Just whatever that thing is, because you don't know how much that one word, that one smiley face, that one text, that one phone call, you don't know how much that can do for a person. That one prayer, when they feel like they're on the brink of things, when they can't feel like they can make sense of what's going on in their life, even your testimony. And sometimes we won't tell our testimony. Even some of us that are now Christians or believers, we weren't always that. We've been in the world. We have experienced some things. We have been through some things, but we shrink back sometimes. I'm not going to say that, but if you really feel that pressing in your heart and you really feel it, go for it. Say what you need to say to that person. Tell that cashier today, oh, you're beautiful. Tell that cashier, be encouraged. Tell that janitor, things are going to get better. Whatever it is, just be sensitive to other people's feelings and value other people. Because I will tell you truly, God truly had a heart to love people. And for us to be in his image, those of us that are believers, we truly have to have the heart of God. So what does that look like? Every day we need to work on ourselves. Don't beat ourselves up, but examine where we are and take that time to reflect. And how can I create a solution? How can I make things better? And just every little bit, every little step causes us to become a greater person. It causes us to be so full that we can pour into other people's lives. We can let them know that someone is thinking of them, that someone cares. Because sometimes we can be in a place where we feel like no one has thought about me, no one has cared about me. Or sometimes God may be saying, bless this person financially. He uses us, those that are in the earth, to be a blessing to his people. So when you hear that tugging at your heart, don't just push it off to the side. Don't have the mindset of me, my Thor, and no more. Because guess what? Somebody prayed for me. Somebody prayed for you. And there's somebody still praying for you. So we should have compassion for people. Look at it from a different perspective. Sometimes we have to get God's view. And that might require us to put on our specs and see it the way that God sees it, not from our own perceptions, because our perceptions can be wrong and they can be so misleading. But encourage someone else today. So today I'm coming to encourage you to encourage someone else, because we all need each other. We all learn from one another. We all benefit from one another. So we all need that encouragement. We all need that love to keep going, because I will tell you, there is nothing under the sun that is new. There is nothing under the sun that someone else has not already experienced. But I challenge you today, will you be transparent enough as you are led to share your testimony with someone else? Will you be transparent enough to tell them about your darkest moment or your darkest hour or what you've been through? Or will you be silent and allow someone else to suffer in silence? We cannot allow one another to suffer in silence. I don't care if it's man, woman, boy, girl. And there are men. It's not just the women that are suffering in silence. It's men that are suffering in silence, because we have some men that feel like I'm ashamed to share my testimony, or I don't want nobody to know that about me, or I'm not good enough to mentor another young man because I don't fully have myself together. Well, guess what? We're all in process. We're all in the process of becoming a better version of us. I'm becoming a better version of me. But there is someone that you can help. Extend your time to a young man. Maybe someone that doesn't have a father. Maybe someone that wants to learn a skill or a trade that you have the knowledge of. So everything does not have to be in the pulpit. But a lot of times it's right here in the hedges, in the highways, right in the streets, right in the grocery store, right in the shopping center, right at the floral department. Maybe you at the beauty salon. Shift the atmosphere, change it, encourage someone today. Give them that little nugget, because you never know, that one little nugget may be the very thing that they need to keep going. So right now they could be in a live or die state. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Are you going to keep silent and let someone else suffer in silence? Or are you going to share so that they can flourish, so they can get up from that broken place, so they can get up and they can have that extra zeal or that push to keep going and keep moving? So today, I'm going to challenge you. And from this day forward, be challenged. I don't care if it's the coworker you can't stand. Guess what? Get it together, because none of that matters. But be a light. Don't let someone suffer in silence. So my challenge is to you today. Reach out to someone. Be a blessing to someone. And not for your own glory, but for the glory of God. And because you have a heart, and because you remember the place that you came from when someone gave you the word, or when someone just gave you the money that you needed. So remember that today and take the challenge. Don't let someone suffer in silence, but be the voice, be the mouthpiece, be that example of love, be that moment for that person. So I just wanted to encourage you today, because I know we are living in some challenging times. We're going through some challenging things and difficult situations that are happening. Yet there is still good in the presence of God all around us. Things that we can just look at during the course of the day, the sun shining, even the rain falling. Those are all things that we need to give thanks for. So challenge yourself. Who are you going to encourage? Who are you going to pray for? Who are you going to strengthen? Who are you going to bless financially? Because we were not just put here in the earth to get our fancy little careers or our jobs and just work. But we were put here for a purpose, because God knew that there would be broken people. He knew people that would have experienced life, whatever that thing in life may have been, whether it was getting healed from a chronic illness, whether it was losing your job, whether it was going through a divorce or a difficult situation, whether it was having a wayward child. There's somebody out here that has been through that. Don't withhold your testimony. Don't withhold encouraging somebody else today to let them know that they can make it. So challenge yourself today. Come out of your comfort zone and encourage someone on today. So I hope you found this message encouraging. Be sure, if you are new to this channel, and it's not so much for subscribers, but go ahead and like and subscribe and share this video with someone else, because you never know who it may help on today. So it's not about the popularity, but because I have a heart of compassion, I have to say what is upon my heart and share it with the people. So be blessed, be encouraged, and challenge yourself to encourage someone else or share your testimony on today. Be blessed.